Hi, this is Vimala Bikuni, and it's Sunday, November 22nd. My goodness, here in Crystal Lake, Illinois, outside of Woodstock, where Blue Lotus Temple is, and pretty much everything is on lockdown again, which I imagine it is where you live too, if you're not right in this area. So, Thanksgiving is coming up, and it's kind of amusing to see the great lengths to which people are going to try to have a Thanksgiving event, a traditional event, in the midst of a pandemic. And I'm thinking there's more inventiveness and creativity going into that than I've seen in anything in a long time. We could probably feed all of the homeless people in all of Illinois with the energy being created on how families can somehow get together. I know we're hurting for that, but I think we're also being asked to be sure that we're not meeting with other people and not getting together. And I don't know if some of these plans are just ways to, excuse me. That's my hand. I don't know if some of these creative ways are going to actually be safe for people, or if they're just justifying getting together and calling it something else. But it's amusing. Thanksgiving is a holiday, an American holiday, and we always have images of the Pilgrims and the Indians, and even our young kids know that those weren't exactly the way things were for that first Thanksgiving. The native people, the first people that were already here, did help the Pilgrims, but they brought things and set them nearby, and then went back into their safe places. They were still afraid of these people, but they did try to bring them food and things they thought they might need to survive. So I was looking for a holiday card to send to my mom, and the one I had, I eventually decided I can't send that to anybody because it's a very it's for a little kid probably, but it shows these cute drawings of little Indians and little pilgrims, and they're all sitting around having a nice time together. And I thought, that's just so historically incorrect. I think even if I sent it to a small child, they'd probably reprimand me and say, that's not how it really was. So it's almost like we're making a big to-do about nothing when we get crazy thinking we can't be with our traditional grouping for Thanksgiving Day. So I wanted to talk about gratitude, because I think that the essence of Thanksgiving is a quality of gratitude. So if you love to cook, there's gratitude because you might have a big group of people that loves your cooking that you get to feed. And if you're getting the benefits of that person who loves to cook, you're very grateful for that person or that family cooking for you. But I think this year we need to think about, in terms of gratitude, being grateful that we'll have more Thanksgivings to come, and being grateful that that we'll be okay and safer if we don't get together in large groups, and that be grateful that we have telephones where it doesn't cost much at all to call anybody anywhere, and we have Skype and WhatsApp and FaceTime and Zoom, and we can even see each other. So maybe we need to be grateful about some of the other things and less frantic about getting together, because we know there is going to be a rise of COVID-19 cases after the holidays, and that's not what we want to be dealing with, then that's not something we would be grateful for. So anyway, those are some of my thoughts. The reason I'm thinking about gratitude tonight at 7 o'clock, and all of you are welcome on Zoom. Faith Bridge Interfaith Group has their annual evening of gratitude service, and it's a combination of all of the different religious groups that are in Faith Bridge. And it's usually musical, and it will be again tonight, but it's on Zoom, and the link is, it should be on the Blue Lotus Facebook page, but it will be on the Facebook page for Faith Bridge Interfaith Group, and the Zoom information is there. You can just click on a flyer that's up and go to it, and that's from 7 to about 8 or so, and it'll be mostly music, and Bhante Badi and I will be on it doing small things, but it will be a nice evening, and I think for those of you who are trying to enter the week in a calm, lovely, connected way with others, it will be a really good event for you. You can just watch it and relax, and something new will come out of it for you, I know. It's always a good evening. So I've been looking into gratitude in terms of the Buddhist teachings, and we know that the Buddha said we should always be appreciative and grateful for anything anyone does for us. But I think what we want to develop with gratitude is that another boundless quality that gratitude isn't just for something special. Gratitude is for everything. And we often do the meditation on gratitude and joy, and this is something that Jack Kornfield wrote several years ago. And I think what he says in this, and I'll read it not as a meditation right now, but just almost as a poem, we can think about how this quality of gratitude is really boundless, and we can develop it towards all things. We can see that we have wonderful teachers and experiences, profound experiences in this time of the pandemic. We can see them as our teachers. They may not be pleasant or happy things, but we're having things presented to us that would be very rare in the rest of our lifetime. If you've lost a loved one and you weren't able to be with them at the time that they passed, or if you have a lot of fear and anxiety towards your own loved ones getting sick, this is a time we can work with those kind of things, and we don't have that possibility at other. And the nature of no self, that that we are not what's inside. We are not what this body is. We are something. What we really are is not connected to this body. This body just helps us get around on the earth. And the quality of suffering. Then there is suffering in the world, and it's not constant. But the Buddhist teaching is that we need to be aware of suffering as part of this human body, and that's what we can work with, and we can use the things that happen to us in life as teachers and as reminders of impermanence, and we become less through the concept of no self. We can become less attached to just the physical form as we watch ourselves age, as we watch our kids grow up and leave home. All of that is part of dealing with that is part of recognizing that constant change in our lives. So now that constant change is being thrown at us like candy at a parade, and we're dealing with it whether it was the best timing for us or not, right? It's in control. But gratitude is something, sometimes we save it for special people, like gratitude towards our parents for giving us life, or gratitude for someone doing us a favor or taking care of us when we're sick. But gratitude should just be, gratitude can be the way we approach the world. And I think Jack Kornfield writes beautifully about gratitude in this meditation. With gratitude, and if you like, just close your eyes and hear the words. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, insects, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful exertion blesses my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who came before me. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the blessing of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. Just as we are grateful for our blessings, so we can be grateful for the blessings of others. And then in the meditation, if you remember this meditation, and go ahead and close your eyes, and I'll read the rest of it as a meditation. Continue to breathe gently. Bring to mind someone you care about, some joy you have for their well-being, for their happiness and success. With each breath, offer them your grateful, heartfelt wishes. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes for your joy and success and happiness increase. Sense the sympathetic joy and caring in each phrase when you feel some degree of natural gratitude for the happiness of this loved one. Extend this practice to another person you care about. Recite the same simple phrases that express your heart's intention. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes for your joy and happiness increase. And then, just like we do with metta, we just gradually open this meditation to include neutral people. Those are the people that we really don't know well enough to have any kind of attitude towards them or view. Difficult people, and even enemies, until you extend sympathetic joy to all beings everywhere, young and old, near and far. Practice dwelling in joy until the deliberate effort of practice drops away and the intention of joy blend into the natural joy of your own wise heart. So we see what he does. He starts out talking about gratitude, and what that flows into is this sympathetic joy, this joy for others, it's joy for others and the success of those others. We share it and enjoy it as much as they do. And so that's a broader, expanded meaning of gratitude. Begin being gratitude towards everything in your lives and our lives. the simplest things, the things that are always around us. No matter what the outer conditions are, we can be full of that gratitude for things in our lives. And then we can begin feeling joy for others and appreciating the things that they have in their lives that are the things they're grateful for. And so I think what we can see and think of as gratitude is this boundless quality. And maybe we can put it in the category of sympathetic joy, joy for others. And what a great thing to be grateful for in our own lives is when we're able to vicariously have that happiness and gratitude through someone else's good luck or good success. So when we think about gratitude, let's not limit it to Thanksgiving Day or the holidays, but instead, even if you're going to be alone on Thanksgiving Day, which I know myself and one of the people dearest to me, we're both choosing to be alone. And so there's certainly not any sadness or any lack of gratitude in that. It's really just understanding and accepting that this is not the right time to be with the people that we would ordinarily love to be with. And because we both live alone, and we consider each other, for example, in a safe bubble with each other. But we're not going to be getting together with each other because we have a lot of gratitude for each other as it is without kind of artificially setting a time together. So I don't want anyone to feel that I'm criticizing their choices or what they need to do, if they feel like they really need to not be alone on Thanksgiving. But I think let's expand what we think of as Thanksgiving and let that become every day to be grateful for what we have and for what we see when we look out the window, and be appreciative and grateful for all of those people in our lives that we want to be with more often. But let's be careful about putting ourselves and others in danger for one day of gratitude when we can have it all the time. It's a good day maybe to write letters or send cards or call people on the phone or write in your gratitude journal. So if you live in a household with a lot of people and that's your group, there might be some people in situations like that a day of gratitude would be being able to not be sitting at the table with them. So we all have different things that we'll be grateful for. But watch how you're approaching it. Don't let it be, even the Buddha said we don't need rituals and ceremonies, and we need to get rid of those external rituals that can, for so many, just become all that there is about a spiritual path, or rituals and ceremony. So I'm not saying Thanksgiving is one of those, but I think we should be more lighthearted about the fact that we shouldn't be getting together on Thanksgiving. I think we need to have a lighter attitude and not turn it into something that's going to create a big backlash for us just because it's a habit, it's a ritual, it's a tradition in your family. My typical Thanksgiving group, I've let them know that I'm not going to be there, and that's my family, other than my family in Tennessee and Texas. And so I will definitely be missing the wonderful food, and I know their family is going to go ahead with that for themselves. But I'll be missing it, and I'll be thinking about how grateful I am that every other year that my brother-in-law loves to cook, and it's I love his wife is a dear friend, his two kids and my two kids are good friends with each other, and we really care about each other. There's really a lot of love there, but there's enough love that we're all perfectly okay if anybody is unable to feels that it's not the right thing to be together for the day. And that's what I'm grateful for, that there's nobody being upset or been out of joint, as we used to say, over people not coming to a Thanksgiving event. So the real gratitude is that people are, so just let that gratitude for all things grow in you, and then it won't be a day that won't be Thanksgiving Day for you. So take care. Let yourself be happy and joyful today. And nature is busy. It's amazing how the little animals are getting ready for winter. And it's fun and amazing to watch it. So enjoy this fall and enjoy whatever weather. If you've got nice sunny beach weather, really enjoy that. And I'll be thinking of you with appreciative joy. I'm happy for you being able to be out in the sun. Well, I think I am. I hope I am. Okay, have a beautiful day. And if you need a nice uplifting event tonight, check the Facebook page. Check Blue Lotus Facebook page or Faith Bridge Interfaith Group. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you Tuesday.